Since that key came from a dwarf and the Black Book is associated with Mordor, perhaps the key is associated with the Black Book? Yeah, I know, tenuous, but let's see if Q Tailspinner knows anything about it. Hello there.
What a surprise, my friend.
I did not expect to see you again, and because we are so close, I will forgive your unheralded intrusion into my home. Just a jest, a jest! You are welcome here any time, of course. How goes the examination of the Black Book written by my thrice great grandfather Voin? Oh, do not forget that it belongs to me, and if it proves valuable, I would welcome payment equivalent to its value. Hmm. When we first discovered this place, it frightened me. But I have found myself coming in here more and more often. I find that the aura here calms and relaxes me. It is not so for Lord Nain, that's for sure. He's still not happy about this chamber, but it is so old, and my claim to this home of my forebears is so clear that he dares not do anything about it. For that, the Lord of the Iron Hills has my respect, and the stillness of my tongue. Many are the stories I might tell of him, were it otherwise. True tales all, though he might not agree. So everyone is happy. Oh, but what brings you here, Pine Leaf? Uh huh. A broken key? Hmm. You know something? I think I've seen this shape before. I can't be certain, but yes, it's worth a try. It will take me some time to dig it out again, but if you go to one of the metal workers in Yarnfast, I will meet you once I find it. Oh, wait for me by the forges on the lower tower level of Yarnfast, Pineleaf. There you will find the best and the fastest of Yarnfast's metalworkers. All right, fine. I will look for a metalworker, and you can look for whatever you are looking for. Ah, metalworkers. And this one doesn't seem to be busy. Hello there.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Hmm. You mean you don't know? You don't know what I can do for you? Oh, you're waiting for someone. Keel tail spinner? That's something that makes a great deal of sense. That's Yoruka! Oh, hello. Oh well, I don't know what he was about to say.
I found it.
When I was clearing out my father's home, I chanced upon this mold and a small locked box. I thought little of these artifacts and put them away with the rest of the odds and ends. But look at this. Keel holds out the small casting mold with the hollow shape of a key. The broken key given to you by Gothmog rests comfortably within the indentation. Using this mold, the metal workers here should be able to duplicate this key, and I warrant it will unlock the box I found, or I am no Joruka. Give this mold and these instructions to this fine dwarf, and once the key is forged, I will meet you back in the hidden chamber. Alright? Well, I just need a key from this mold.
This should not take long.
Yes, this shouldn't take long. I'll have a new key for you in just a short while. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What do I do for the next 5 minutes? Ah, looks like he's done.
Here you go. May this key unlock whatever it is you seek to unlock.
If the container is to unlock be of Joruka make, perhaps it's better for me to hope that this key will properly lock it away and rid us of whatever madness Keel Tailspinner weaves now. Uh, Something tells me he does not like Keel Tailspinner. I don't know, no, it's just a little hint. I have the key.
The key is forged.
Then let us see if the key opens the box I found in the same place as the mold. I assume the box belonged to my mother and contained her decorative jewels, but perhaps it is not so. Well, seeing that I got the key from Gothmog, I'm going to have a good guess that it has nothing to do with your mother. I have set it on the table right over there. Alright, let's see if I can open up the box. A small shard of glass. You recognize this piece of glass?
A shard of glass, no more than a hand's breadth in size. This is the treasure?
I do not know what I expected, Pineleaf, but I expected more than a piece of glass. It seems quite ordinary to me. Why would anyone lock this away and then break the key? You told me you were acquainted with Gandalf the Wizard, right? Perhaps he'll know what to make of this broken glass, if there's anything to be made of it at all. I fear you will be wasting his time, but if you think he'll not mind it, you should ask him anyway. Where is he gone? He was supposed to be going from Minas Morgul to Rivendell. Yeah? Interesting. Well then, maybe he'll be somewhere near the Bjorninghuis. I suppose it's possible. Alright, fine. I'll see if anyone at the Bjorninghuis heard anything about Gandalf. Hello there, Gandalf. How does the trip of Rivendell go?
Did you learn anything about the broken key given to you by Gothmog?
The bones of Isildur have come part of the way, but I traveled ahead of the wagon to once again test Grimborn's hospitality. He is prone to grumbling, but the meals he serves are without compare on this side of the Misty Mountains. Oh, did you learn anything about the broken key given to you by Gothmog? Yes, I unlocked this box with it. A broken piece of glass. This does not appear to be a weapon of any kind. Is it possible Gothmog's key might have unlocked more than one container? Unless... Ooh. The glass is cloudy, as it contains something which obscures my visions. It moves from side to side as I stare at it, almost like... Yes! He flips open the black book and peers through the shard of the glass at the weathered page. There is hidden writing here, Pineleaf. It is as suspected from the very onset. I did not think we would ever find the means to reveal it, but you have done so. Oh, that's good.
There is a moving radiance held within this glass. It reminds me of something.
Yes, the moving radiance reminds me of the rotating beacon atop Barad Curon, the tower of the crescent moon in Minas Morgul. Is this a shard of glass from the beacon in the tower's topmost chamber? You have seen moon letters before, and so have I. Can it be that Voin wrote these secret words in the light of that beacon, knowing they could only be revealed by the same light? But what did he seek to hide? Did he record the location of the weapon sought by Gothmog? We must read the secret writing of the Black Book, Pineleaf. Let me know when you're ready to do so. All right. Now let's see what the book has hidden.
What secrets did Voin hide within these holes of memory? Let us now discover them, my friend.
Let's discover them. I believe this will be our last delve into the words of our distant friend Voin, Pineleaf. Yes, I say friend, for though the tome he left us comes from Mordor and bears the sigil of Sauron upon its cover, I have detected little malice on the part of the Jaruka who wrote it. He has expanded our knowledge of the past, and for that I call him friend. The shard of glass reveals hidden writing that speaks of Mordor. That is where Voin picks up the tale, and that is where we should follow it into these halls of memory. What further secrets might we uncover here? It seems our dwarf went to Mordor in search of Eärnur. Well, that could be a problem. Let's see what happened. What did he find when he arrived in Mordor? To Mordor I went then, seeking word of my vanished friend. My mind wandered on the hard journey. I remembered our adventures together, and they brought a smile to my face even in this dark land. But there were other memories too, and regrets, and those were less welcome. He had just become king of Gondor, and the crown was an ill fit. The taunts of the Witch King had foremost ate away at him. If my horse had not bolted, he often began, but one of us was always there to keep him from delving upon it. If Magildir had lived, his words might have kept Eärnur from going to Minas Morgul. But Magildir was dead, and would never return from Durthang. Could I have stopped him? This is the thought that comes back to me again and again as I write these passages in the dim light of that accursed beacon. He had just become king, and I trusted that his knights would keep him safe. Gondor was no land for Jelruka, and I had deeds of my own to perform. I remember his words to me before I returned to the northern mountains. Go find your city, Voin. Go find the far Gothol. I embraced him then, and bid him farewell. I will, I told him. Good, he responded. Perhaps then you'll stop talking about it morning and evening. 7 years after that parting, I learned from travelers upon the road that King Eärnur went to Imlad Morgul with a band of knights, and vanished. I set out at sunrise the following morning, bid farewell to my wife, and resolved to find Eärnur. I'll find you, my friend! 7 years. Well, 7 years after the parting. Who knows how long it was since he went to Imlad Morgul. Well then, where are we now? Oh, after many months, at last, I found him. It was the city of Minas Morgul that I came to live, hiding in plain sight among the other wicked dwarves that served the orcs and their foul masters. It was unpleasant work and cruel, but every disagreeable task elevated my position in the city and brought me nearer to my goal. Other dwarves claimed that Jelruka have no patience. I proved them all wrong and was rewarded. In time, the bosses gave me a new post, steward of the chambers within the tower atop the city. It was there that I at last found Eärnur and the few of his knights who yet survived. Is this what passes for comfort in the lands of the south? I should think you'd do better than this, Eärnur. I see you still have your sword, which makes you more guest than prisoner. You should have asked for better accommodations, I think. It's good to see you again, Voin. But you should have not come here. That goes double for you. You never did have much sense. No, I suppose not. Well, at least take one last look around and remember the place. Then we'll be away. Huh. Why do you not follow? I cannot leave. He has barred the way with cruel enchantments. Well, that's typical. There is only one means to escape, and I would not take it. But I spent 5 years in search of you. I will not leave alone. The Lord of the Nazgul will know if I pass beyond the threshold. He will reclaim me and slay you. Or, worse, I will not bring either of those fates upon you. You were always the most stubborn of my friends, Aerner. So, what is this escape he claims to allow? Using dark arts, he drained the humanity from several of my knights. They were transformed into the Kargul, raids of evil that exist only to serve him. That is a sad fate. Death would be better. So thought Calatur, but he did not have the chance. He was the first to be changed. Our other friends remain in the dungeons. Poor Calatur! I will see what I can find out, or if the others might be freed. Is that the fate of the Nazgul's Lord's plans for you, then? No. He allows me to keep my sword, for it figures in his plan. He wants me to despair, to abandon all hope of a free life. In that last moment, he wishes for me to fall upon my own blade. Only when Orthadel drinks my blood will he allow me to die and escape him. It sounds like a trick to me. I'm no scholar, but he must have woven some enchantment around the blade. Letting you taste your blood will likely bind you to him in some unpleasant fashion. I have resisted for these many years, but it becomes more difficult with every passing day. He's patient. This is the only victory that will satisfy him. He is willing to wait. Time was no friend of ours. Time was no friend of ours. I suppose not. Where's the next memory? What's written next? We will think of something. There's still time. The Witch King's pride will be his downfall. He thinks to rob you of the spark that drives you, Aerner, and the fire that so infuriates him. As long as that passion to resist him burns within you, he will not know victory over you. I've stayed here too long. I'll be back tomorrow, my friend. I'll be back tomorrow. Like a grinding wheel, time moved ever onward. What plan do they come up with, and how well does it succeed? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of A Tale of Two Pine Leaves.